Hello everyone, and welcome to UFO Evidence, your go-to channel for exploring the unknown mysteries of our skies. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most captivating topics out there: alien ships on Earth. It's a subject that has fascinated humanity for decades, sparking countless debates, theories, and of course alleged sightings. Are we alone in the universe? Or have we already been visited? Let's sift through the evidence together. The story of UFO sightings isn't a modern phenomenon. People have been reporting strange objects in the sky for centuries. Ancient texts and artwork from various cultures around the world depict flying shields, fiery chariots, and celestial discs. While historians often interpret these as symbolic or religious representations, others argue they could be the earliest records of extraterrestrial visitation. Think about it. Without the concept of spaceships or aliens, how would our ancestors describe a metallic craft descending from the heavens? They'd use the language and symbols available to them, like chariots of the gods. But let's fast forward to the modern era, the post-World War II period, which really kicked off the UFO craze as we know it. The year 1947 was a pivotal moment. Pilot Kenneth Arnold reported seeing a string of 9 shiny, unidentified flying objects flying past Mount Rainier at incredible speeds. He described their movement as being like a saucer skipping across water. The media coined the term flying saucer, and just like that, a cultural icon was born. Suddenly, reports of similar sightings flooded in from all over the United States and then the world. Just a few weeks after Arnold's sighting came the Roswell incident. A rancher in New Mexico discovered strange debris scattered across his property. The local military base initially announced they had recovered a flying disc, sending shockwaves through the public. But they quickly retracted the statement, claiming it was just a weather balloon. This sudden change in story fueled suspicion and became the cornerstone of UFO lore. To this day, Roswell remains synonymous with government cover-ups, and the belief that an alien spacecraft, and possibly its occupants, were recovered and hidden away from public view. The official explanation has never satisfied believers, who point to witness testimonies and alleged leaked documents as proof of something far more extraordinary. As the Cold War ramped up, so did the sightings. Governments around the world began taking the phenomenon more seriously, at least behind closed doors. The US Air Force launched Project Blue Book, an official study of UFOs. Over nearly 2 decades, it investigated over 12,000 sightings. While the project concluded that most sightings could be explained by natural phenomena or conventional aircraft, a significant number, over 700, remained unidentified. These are the cases that keep researchers and enthusiasts intrigued. What were these objects that defied conventional explanation even by military experts? Let's talk about some of the most compelling types of evidence that have emerged over the years. First, we have eyewitness testimony, often from highly credible sources. We're talking about airline pilots, military personnel, and law enforcement officers, people trained to observe and report accurately. For example, the 1986 Japan Airlines Flight 1628 incident over Alaska. The veteran pilot and his crew reported being followed for nearly an hour by 2 small unidentified craft and 1 massive mothership that was several times the size of an aircraft carrier. The FAA and military radar confirmed the presence of an unidentified object. It's hard to dismiss a case with multiple professional witnesses and corroborating radar data. Then there's the photographic and video evidence. In the age of smartphones, you'd think we'd have crystal clear proof by now, but it's not that simple. Many photos and videos are blurry or easily faked. However, some pieces of footage have stood the test of time and scrutiny. The Tic Tac UFO videos, released by the Pentagon, are a prime example. Recorded by US Navy fighter pilots in 2004, these videos show a small, white, tic-tac-shaped object performing maneuvers that are impossible for any known aircraft. It moved at hypersonic speeds, changed direction instantaneously, and showed no visible means of propulsion. The pilots themselves were audibly baffled. These weren't just random YouTubers. They were some of the best trained pilots in the world, and they couldn't explain what they saw. The US government has since confirmed the authenticity of these videos, marking a historic shift in official acknowledgement of what they now call unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs. Another fascinating piece of the puzzle is physical evidence. This includes alleged crash debris, like that from Roswell, and ground traces. There are numerous reports of circular depressions, burnt or dehydrated soil, and unusual radiation levels found at landing sites. In the 1964 Socorro, New Mexico case, a police officer named Lonnie Zamora reported seeing a white egg-shaped craft land with two small beings beside it. When it took off, it left behind 4 distinct landing pad imprints in the ground, which were later analyzed by the FBI. While the case was never officially solved, the physical evidence on the ground made it one of the most credible in Project Blue Book's files. Let's also consider the patterns in sightings. Many reports describe similar types of craft. There's the classic flying saucer, the silent black triangle often seen gliding slowly at low altitudes, and the massive cigar-shaped motherships. The consistency in these descriptions across different decades, continents, and cultures is striking. If everyone was just making things up, wouldn't the stories be more varied? This consistency suggests that witnesses might actually be observing a real, tangible phenomenon with distinct characteristics. The black triangles, for instance, are a recurring theme. The Belgian UFO wave from 1989 to 1990 involved thousands of witnesses, reporting large triangular craft with lights at each corner. The Belgian Air Force even scrambled F-16 fighter jets to intercept them, but the objects easily outmaneuvered the jets, accelerating to incredible speeds. The Belgian military was remarkably open about the events, releasing radar data and confirming they had no explanation. So, what are the main theories? The most popular one, of course, is the extraterrestrial hypothesis. This theory proposes that these ships are spacecraft from other planets, piloted by intelligent beings who are visiting Earth for reasons unknown, perhaps for exploration, research, or even surveillance. Given the vastness of the universe, with billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars, it seems statistically probable that life exists elsewhere. And if a civilization is thousands or millions of years ahead of us technologically, interstellar travel might be as simple for them as an airplane flight is for us. Another theory is the interdimensional or ultra-terrestrial hypothesis. This idea suggests the visitors aren't from another planet, but from another dimension or a parallel reality that coexists with our own. This could explain their seemingly magical abilities to appear and disappear, pass through solid objects, and defy the laws of physics as we know them. They might not be traveling vast cosmic distances, but simply phasing into our reality. This theory often aligns with some of the more high strangeness aspects of UFO encounters, which can sometimes involve psychic phenomena or altered states of consciousness in witnesses. Of course, we have to address the skeptics. The main skeptical argument is that there is no hard, irrefutable physical proof, there's no crashed saucer in a museum for everyone to see. Skeptics argue that eyewitness testimony is unreliable, photos and videos can be faked or misinterpreted, and physical traces can have prosaic explanations. Many sightings are indeed misidentifications of weather balloons, secret military aircraft, satellites like Starlink, or even celestial bodies like Venus. The human mind is also great at seeing patterns where none exist, and cultural expectations can shape how we interpret ambiguous stimuli in the sky. It's a valid point. A high standard of evidence is crucial. However, the recent shift in the official narrative is making pure skepticism harder to maintain. When the US government admits that its military pilots are encountering objects they cannot identify, and that these objects appear to possess technology far beyond our own, it's a game changer. The 2021 report from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence analyzed 144 UAP incidents and could only explain one of them. The report stated that these phenomena pose a flight safety issue and a potential national security challenge. They didn't say it's aliens, but they certainly didn't say it isn't. So, where does this leave us? We're in a fascinating new era of UFO research. The topic is moving from the fringe to the mainstream, with serious discussion happening in the halls of Congress and major news outlets. The stigma that once prevented pilots and officials from reporting sightings is slowly eroding. As technology advances, with better cameras, radar systems, and satellite monitoring, our ability to capture and analyze these events will only improve. The question of whether alien ships are on Earth is no longer just a thought experiment for science fiction fans. It's a genuine mystery being investigated at the highest levels. We have decades of compelling eyewitness testimony, puzzling radar data, and verified video evidence that challenges our understanding of the world. While we don't have a definitive answer yet, the evidence strongly suggests that something extraordinary is happening in our skies. We might be on the verge of one of the most profound discoveries in human history. What do you think? Are these visitors from other worlds, travelers from another dimension, or simply a collection of misidentifications and top secret human tech? Let me know your theories in the comments below. I read every single one of them. Thank you for joining me on UFO Evidence today. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Stay curious, keep looking up, and we'll see you in the next video.